Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of MC Eternal. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I know I am, and I'm ready to get back and record an episode or two for you guys. I believe we are on episode 6. I could be mistaken, but so far the episodes have been doing great. So my first episode is almost at 100 views, which for my channel and for the videos that I put out, I think is amazing. I just want to thank all of you out there who have been sitting through and watching my MC Eternal gameplay. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to put out more content for you guys. So if you have any suggestions on things you would like to see, feel free to leave a comment down below on what you're feeling. So I have done a lot of stuff off camera, and by a lot I mean a lot of stuff. I kind of just got into it. I believe it was the last episode, the episode before, we made our whole entire farm, our like sub-level farm. I was super proud of it. But then I was kind of thinking, and I even mentioned it in that episode, I remember saying this, is that we could build something on top of it. And I kind of stopped recording one day, and then I just started building. So we did a lot, and you can probably tell from the mini-map that we did a lot of stuff. And so I'm trying to angle it so you don't see it, but I spent several hours doing all of this, and it's not 100% done yet. So we have a whole new base. I moved everything from the old one over here. Actually, it was like a rough transition. I started building on top of our farm first, like this half over here. So this half was over where the farm used to be. And then as I built out that way, I started tearing down the old base and expanding over there. So it's a lot to show off. I'm going to try to run through it really quick here at the start of the episode. I did just get back from doing a little bit of mining. As you can see here, I got some goodies. I also got these redstone lamps, which kind of wish I had incorporated into this build, but unfortunately I did not. So let's hop into it. So obviously we have our kitchen here. Let me take you guys outside. I'll show you it from the outside. It is quite big. We'll hop over here. This is one of those times you wish you had like flight or something so that you could I could show you guys real easily. But we probably could just pillar up. Yeah, probably from right over here. Actually, this gives you a good view of it. So yeah, I told you guys it's big. Like, I spent a lot of time doing this, and it's pretty basic building materials, just spruce wood, spruce planks, and then I used cobblestone. So that's chiseled cobble. I don't know if I still have. Yeah, I have a chisel on here. You can use this chisel from the chisel mod to make that stone that I used there. And like I said, it's just cobblestone. So, and then the glass are glass panes, and I chiseled those as well. So very basic materials, and I had to acquire a lot of spruce wood, obviously. Luckily, there are tons of trees around here that are spruce trees, so I chopped a bunch of those bad boys down. And then I realized down in our mines, our abandoned mines that we found, or the dungeons that we found below our base, there was a ton of spruce wood as well. So I actually mined a decent amount of spruce wood from down there for this project. The styling, I don't really know what I was going with on it, but I don't know. I just kind of went with something and it kind of stuck. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the base probably came out originally to about there, or maybe to right around over here. Because if we go back inside, actually, well, I'll finish showing you the outside, but then I'll take you inside. So yeah, it is 2-story. This is the little fountain that was near our base. As you can tell, we're right up against it, like how the farm was. I actually incorporated our aqueous accumulator down into there. Let's see if I can get close. I can't get close enough to actually for it to pop up on the side there, but I incorporated that in, which I piped into our base down there. But the side is very similar, very similar stylings. I moved our farms back here. Nothing formal, really. I kind of just set up 2 plots, which kind of neighbor the walkway here out from the doorway there. Because there's a door on both sides. They are opposite each other exactly. And I just figured 2 little farms like this would be easy to set up. I know it's a downgrade from what we had put a lot of time into. It almost feels like it was a little waste to do it that way before, but doing that farm submerged like that, it kind of laid the bricks for this whole entire thing here. So we got some good stuff already growing out here because I've been spending some time downstairs mining. I do have a chimney here, which I incorporated into something which is pretty cool. Let's hop back inside and I'll show you guys. I also got some spruce leaves, I got some shears, and that's really easy to get. Put some wood down, pretty straightforward. So, like I said, nothing is 100% done with this build. We do have a chimney here, which actually underneath of this is the Tinkerer's Smeltery. I did put it directly underneath this because I thought it'd be cool if we really got to it. We could build it up higher, but then I was kind of thinking I don't know how high you can actually make them. I'd have to read the book again. So for the top half for now, I just made it out of cobblestone. But eventually I could change it when I get more materials into being more of a smeltery. So on the inside here, this is the first floor. We got our whole thermal expansion set up over here with our chest of goodies here. And while we're here, I am actually going to merge some of our items that we picked up down below. And I'm going to throw in some of our ores to get those cooking up. Do we have a place for this? We do not. Let's take that. We'll dump it downstairs along with this. Ooh, we have a ton of coal too, which we probably should take and turn into some coal blocks here. Let me just do that really quick. You can just take the coal, put it like that, and then I thought you could, maybe you have to put it like that at least once, balance the grid, get a block of coal. 7 blocks of coal, perfect. And this should be going, yep. And I have everything set up and configured so it'll just run through perfectly fine and get us our outputs. As you saw right when we started, I have the kitchen over here. So move the fridge, move the oven. I added, what was it, maybe 2 more countertops. I was really feeling this corner over here with it, and I needed some additional countertops. I didn't put the upper cabinets on. I didn't have enough materials, but we could obviously do that in a future state, put some up there. And I put the sink directly in front of a window, so it's a nice little outlook there. Then we have our sandwich station there. This actually goes down to our basement, and then it actually goes all the way down into the mines, or the abandoned mines, or the dungeons, whatever you want to call them, below our base. So I kind of modified that whole thing to suit this. So if we come up here, we have a whole second floor up here, which is nice, and it's very tall. As you can see, I was really going for that open concept. It was such a pain to get everything up there, but I think it turned out really nice. It probably would have been a lot easier if I was further along in the pack and probably had some kind of jetpack or some crazy stuff like that to be able to get up and down. But having the vein miner where you can knock down a whole entire pillar of the same type of block all with one swing is very useful. So I was just using dirt, and then I would take my little shovel here and just knock it all down when I was done. So the only thing that sucked is if I fell down, so which happened a few times. But anyway, as you can see, I put a little overlook to our fireplace. Got some more glass. This is not finished yet. I'm not 100% satisfied with what I want to do, or certain what I want to do with this, but this is above the doorway. So, and then that's the end. It doesn't go any higher up. I know it's kind of a waste of space, but I'm thinking that maybe eventually we'll put some ladders or something in, and we could put like a little loft area up there, which would be pretty nifty. Especially like over here, we definitely could put like a little loft. There's plenty of space up there for something like that. Or we could extend the stairs up to do it up there as well. But anywho, let's hop downstairs. I'll show you what we got going on in the basement. So this is the basement area, pretty wide open. If I stand right over here, this was actually where our farm used to be. It is now gone, obviously. I have converted all of our chests over to normal oak chests because oak was easy enough to get because I needed a lot of the spruce, as you can tell. So I just standardized across the board oak chests because they're easier to sort. These buttons work a lot easier. I was realizing with the crates, these small storage crates, that they were harder to organize for whatever reason it may be. So I've standardized, like I said, and have kind of just dumped everything in here. So if we run through these, you can see there's no real organization to most of them. It's just kind of scattered all throughout, because it was kind of the last thing on my list. Ton of bricks from tearing down the old place. All the materials I was using for this build, and then we just have an empty chest there. Over here we have our steam dynamo, which I think it's about time that we start upgrading this stuff. Start upgrading the steam dynamo, because currently we're only running on coal, which I'll actually throw a couple more blocks in there to ramp it up a little bit so we can get our ores cooked up. But I think it's about time we upgrade that, so we might do that today. We also have our Glacial Precipitator over here, which I just kind of threw on. The pipe that's bringing the water in from outside is right down there, and then obviously going up to our machines. Over here, I set up our whole Tinker's Workshop, which is supposed to kind of mimic a chimney, which is really cool. Got tons of space to smelt stuff up. So we don't have any lava yet. I haven't gotten any of that. And then I just set up everything along here on the side, all the work tables. And then finally, I'll show you, we can come down here. As you can see, I kind of gave up on continuing the theme of these bricks. I only placed them where necessary because I was getting a little tired by this point of working on stuff. So it transitions over into just normal bricks like that. But this will take us all the way down into our little mine area. So that is all I've done. It is a lot. It took me a long time, like I'm saying. I didn't record it because I kind of just sat down and just started doing it. And I just was kind of... What was that? What is happening? What the hell? Is there something outside? I'm so confused. What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh. What is that? What? Is that a troll or something? What is that? I don't really want to go outside because we got some creepers out there, which reminds me, I need to double check my claim chunks here really quick to make sure that we're not getting screwed over by mobs damaging our area. Okay, cool. So everything should be safe in this area from mobs, but it definitely looks like we have a bad guy over there. And I'm also now just realizing I never set my bed back up. And to be fair, I haven't really had a reason to sleep. In the new place just yet. I ultimately didn't put the that door back up. I thought, what happened to our bed? Did we lose our bed in the process of moving things? We might have. Oh, we may have. Oh, it's doing some weird stuff again. Okay, we may have lost our bed. I'm not seeing it. I'll have to look through things. I'll find something. Worst case, I'll make another one. That is not that big of a deal. We have some carpet squares, which I don't know if we can use these to make wool, like actually wool blocks. I'll take a look. It's not important. I'll get a bed set up. But yeah, I wanted to run you guys just through this and let you be able to see what we've done with the place so far. And we are going to cut here, and then when we come back, we're going to get into what we're actually doing today. So, cool, nice 14-minute intro here, but I hope you guys really enjoyed what work has been done on the base, and I hope you guys are excited for what more is to come. So, with that being said, guys, we will be right back with what we are doing today. Alright guys, so I'm out here looking for some sheep, because I realized that I do not have any wool or anything to make wool, and I came upon these guys, and they're vampire hunters. Can I talk to you? No, I can't talk to any of you. I don't really want to break your bed because I have a feeling that I'm going to get in trouble for it, so yeah, let's not do that. The other thing too that I forgot to mention is that there's this huge spruce area over here where I got some wood from as well, and they have these 2x2 trees that were really good to chop down. So, but I'm going to keep looking for some sheep because we need to get. Oh, what is this? What is that? A wither log. Interesting. We need to get a bed back and going and get the ball rolling on what we are doing for today. This looks really interesting. Ooh, there's some snakes in there. I'm not feeling that. So yeah, once I have a bed, I'll bring y'all back and we can get into doing today. I kind of figured out what we are going to do. So with that being said, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back and I'm ready to get going on what we are doing today. So, I have decided we need to organize our storage just a little bit better. And I think that to begin with, I think it'd be cool to get into RF tool storage. Or RF tools, I should say. Now this is a smaller storage system. I've seen some people do their playthroughs and utilize it, so I figured I would try it out. I have not personally dealt with it before, but obviously seeing it, I think it could be a good fit to at least get us started. So that's what we're gonna do. But before we get that far, I did go out and I got some stuff. I found a chest in a tree, and when I opened it, it exploded. It let me keep everything that was in there, at least that I think that was in there. But it was weird. I never saw one before and it just exploded. But from it, we got a chicken pet, which gives us a cool speed boost. Now, I want to kind of dive into this mod a little bit more, maybe in its own episode of inventory pets. But I was looking through some of them after I picked this guy up, and I'm like, this looks really cool. And I know we have some other guys that are sitting around in our inventory. So this one here. Lead pet, Leash and Tame mob. So that's pretty cool. He acts like a lead, I'm guessing an unlimited lead. And then I think we have another one, right? The gas pet. So you can shoot a fireball with him. I'm not going to utilize him just this minute. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool because we got this chicken, and with the speed boost, we run so quick. Like, look at how quick we run now. Now this guy, he does take seeds, so you got to have some seeds on you so you can feed him. And from my understanding, he has to be on your hotbar. He can't be somewhere else. So you can see he's on our hotbar. We get it, we take him off, and it goes away. So just something to keep in mind. I also found this wood chest that's locked, and I picked it up and I brought it back with us. I have some lock picks. I want to try to use these because I'm not super familiar with treasure, the treasure 2 mod, but we can try it out with this bad boy. So I think we just shift click on it, and unfortunately that did not work. We do have another iron key in here. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Ah, it did work, and we get the lock from it. Cool. So now we can stick this bad boy away along with this lock, which is kind of cool. We can see what's in this. So we have a wood key, a stone key, potion of leaping, potion of night vision, a mundane potion, a little bit of wheat, some torches, and then coins and seeds. Which is actually perfect because I was just saying we need some seeds. So I'm just going to stick these bad boys away for now. I actually need that. Don't want to put it away. I also got an ender nugget. I got some goodies upstairs from that. And we can honestly take this wood chest. Is it just... No, it's from treasure 2. So that's pretty cool. But I don't think we really need it, so let's just get rid of it for now. But I have everything laid out on the side for what we need. But before we jump into it, we have completed a few things in our quest area, so I figured we should just collect some stuff. So, when I was making our new farm, I found some worms, which will give us some moolah. I think that wraps it up in there. In exploration, we found our wood key, we found our stone key, and we already had our iron key, so we're good there. And then in magic, we found a crystal flower, which will give us that. And then a novice wizard cache. which gave us a spell book. Interesting. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to stick the spell book away because we don't need it at the moment. Stick that away as well. I also found a ton of books, as you can see. I came upon a different dungeon and I had to wait through the night because I was kind of stuck, and it gets super dark. If you don't have torches on you, it gets super dark at night and it's very scary. So I just toughed it out in a little building that had a dungeon under it that had a ton of bookshelves. Like, that's not even half of them. There was whole rooms filled with bookshelves down there. So I figured that that amount would be plenty for what we are doing. So, with all of that being said, blabbering on, just move some stuff out of the way here. So I think the first thing we want to get is this modular storage, which is pretty easy to make. We need nether quartz, some redstone, a chest, and then this machine frame, which is 4 iron, and then some gold nuggies. So let's head upstairs. We should be able to do everything up here realistically. Let's get a crafting table going, because I can stick that in the corner over here. Cool. And then let's get 2 of those so we can get a chest, because we will need that. So if we did this, okay, and then we gotta make this, and this was the problem. So I haven't found any lapis, and I haven't found any blue dye, or something to make blue dye with, which is a little bit of a problem. But I think something is going to come in handy. I figured it's about time we go into the shop and utilize it. So for 200 points, we can get 16 lapis. Now I know, probably not the most ideal way to be spending our in-game currency, but with not having found lapis yet, and not wanting to spend even more time hunting for lapis down in the mines, I'm just going to buy it, because why not? That's what the shop is here for. We're just going to get 1 of them, took our points away, and we have 16 lapis lazuli now, which is cool. Let's get our golden apples out of there, and we'll stick that right on in there. Perfect. Now we should be able to craft our machine frame. Put that right there for a hot minute. And then our modular storage. Cool. Now, I do want to set this up downstairs, but I think we can set it down and break it. So, we did make the advancement storing the stuff. I don't think that was... Nope, it's not in our quests. It might have been... Aha, yes, here it is. RF tools. Storing the stuff. Place down a modular storage block. And as you can see, it's a little bit confusing. There's a lot of stuff to go through in here. But one of the things we do need to get is a storage module, just a storage module. So we can read the storage module is for the module storage block. It supports 100 stacks. Okay. What we want to get is tier 3, because that supports 300 stacks. Now, your typical chest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3, 6, 9, is a 9 by 6, which is what, 36, right? Let me do my math here. 9 times 6, sorry, 54. I was close. So, if we do 300 divided by 54, this would roughly equate to about 5.5 chests. Just in one block. Now you could set up more. I don't know if we can expand it even farther than that. And eventually we'll probably get into like Ender IO. But obviously I think this would be a good place to start. I hope we have enough quartz for this. We might not have enough quartz to get to the tier 3 storage. We might have to head down into the mines, because we only have 6. We're going to need 8. We're going to need 2 more than what we currently have. Okay. Well, I believe we also have a book for it, too. That is our quest book. That's not what we want. Oh, someone did mention, before we go any further, there was a quest to get all of your books condensed. Now, I don't quite remember what he had mentioned. I got it. It's the Aztec Tome thing. I was literally just looking at it. This bad boy right here. And we can store all of our books in there. So we do need a stick. Grab it like so. And we'll get the Aztec Tome. Or Akashic Tome. And then, oh, okay. Please don't crash. Okay, we can place all of our books in there. Now, how do we do that, though? Like, if I take out this bad boy. Oh, okay. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, well, if you shift right click with it, it will, that's how you do it. Then we can open this bad boy up. Oh, that's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, this book can be placed in your crafting window with any guidebook you may have to create a personal library on the go. Right click to change guides, left click to revert back. Wait, right click to change guides, left click to revert back. Okay, I just didn't even bother to grab the rewards. Shelter TNT, that's interesting. Alright. Well, that's kind of cool. I will tinker with that a little bit off camera. What happened to it? Did we lose it? Oh, it turns the actual... Okay. I gotcha. Okay. So if we come down here and grab all of our books, I'm following along now. Alright, where are some of our books? That bad boy, all of those. We'll do that one as well. That one. Open computers manual, I guess. That one. Okay. How many books do we have? We got a bunch of spell books in there. Okay, I think that's all for there. All for there. And then we just have our materials and you. So, this might take a while to do. Alright, cool. We are all set. I got all the books in there. So if we hold the Akashic Tome here and we right click, it opens all of them, and then whichever one that we need we can just click on. So let's say I don't know, we want to do the materials and you. It'll switch it over to that, and then we can easily get into it. You left click and it'll revert back to the tome, which is cool. So we can stick that away, and if you hold shift it'll show you all the books you have on you, which is pretty cool to see. So gotta thank the guy who let me know this, Joseph Anderson on YouTube, leaving a comment on my first episode. I know it took me a couple episodes to get there, but I appreciate you helping me out, brother, and I hope you're sticking through this series as we progress. Anywho, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run down to the mines. I'm gonna get some more quartz because we're gonna need some more quartz for making quartz blocks, I believe, because I don't think they're interchangeable. So once I have some of that stuff, I will come back up and we'll finish up with this modular storage. And we are back. So I got everything set up, I got everything made, and we are good to go. It was pretty straightforward to make the card for it, and I don't think there's anything actually else for this, surprisingly. For RF tools, the only thing was to place down a modular storage block. There's a book for it, which I don't know if we have the book yet, or how we would get it. Okay, it's like that. Let's check our tome here. I don't think we have that actually. Interesting. But we can make it to better help us understand what we're doing with everything. Because there's a bunch of other stuff you can use with RF tools as well, which is kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to get into everything. But there's also Ender.io, which has a lot of cool stuff to do as well. And they have a really cool storage setup as well. Let's see, Ender.io. I think it's actually one word. Ender.io store. I'd have to look into it. Regardless, that's beside the point. So we have everything set up, and as you can see, I put our tier 3 storage module in here. It holds up to 300 stacks. We're about halfway there, and I actually took some time to weed through what we had to kind of delete some stuff that didn't make sense for us to have, and only put things in here that I could realistically see contributing to some kind of crafting. Because that's one of the big things, is like, this is very good for crafting because you have a crafting table right over here. So if you wanted to, you go like that and make some, you could store the recipe for sticks. So as you can see, it doesn't use your spruce wood planks, but you can do it like that. You can have it right like that. Click on the recipe line there and hit store. So now, oh, that is not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. We'll have plenty of sticks on hand. We have it where it will craft some sticks. Now, let's just get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. Well, we have plenty of sticks now. So, and you can also search down here. As you can see, we have a ton of sticks. Well, just a stack, so. But anywho, so yeah, we got everything in here. I might eventually switch out the cobblestone so it's not in here. And the other thing that I am currently pulverizing up are a nice stack of bricks. So I took the bricks here that we had from the original base, and I just crafted them down into a normal brick. And the thing that I wanted to do as well, I needed to craft a cutting board. And we can easily do that just like so. And then bring it over here and stick it with our tools. Perfect. So as you can see, it makes crafting a lot easier, storage a lot easier, everything is in one place. Now it does have its limitations because you're limited to 300 stacks for this one box. You can, I believe, expand and have different multiple of these, but you might be able to link them together as well. But for the most part, this is what you are going to be stuck with, is like this. But this is what we needed. So I'll take you downstairs, I'll show you what we cleaned up, and then we'll probably end the episode. So coming down here, I cleaned up all of our chests. So in here I did mainly like a tire, so, and weapons and tools. So we have swords, arrows, some axes in there. We have a bunch of armor. We have horse armor in here as well. A saddle, because I figured it would fit with the theme, and then just some miscellaneous items in there. And this one, it's all of our books, so all of our enchanted books, all of our potions as well, and then some spell books. Figured it'd be easy to classify all those together. And then this one's kind of our miscellaneous stuff. I couldn't imagine a situation where we would necessarily be using these items for crafting. Now, don't get me wrong, there could be a case where we would, maybe like a zombie head for something, or something like that, but it's just kind of a miscellaneous chest of items. And a lot of this stuff we actually got as rewards from progressing through different quests. Over here, empty chest. Up there, empty chest, and the only other one is the dirt here. That is what I will keep separate. The things that I have just a ton of, and that's what I was kind of touching on with cobblestone. If we have a ton of cobblestone, a ton of dirt, I'm going to separate them out in their own chests and just stockpile them like that, because there's no need to have them included in our modular storage, where we could easily just run down and grab what we need when we need it. So let's sleep through the night really quickly here. And the last thing, actually, before I end the episode, that I wanted to touch on was coming over here to look at our cooking. So we actually have quite a bit of materials. We have tons of salt and flour. We have a lot of food stored in here. I made the cutting board, but we have all of our tools in here, and then that one's empty. I've stored a ton of stuff in the fridge here. And actually, you can easily take these and throw them in the cooking oven, which is really nice because then it cooks them both up simultaneously. Now, it burns through your stuff very quickly, but look at that, already cooked up. I do need to look into what this can be hooked up to because we tried hooking it up to our current generator, but for whatever reason it wouldn't work. So it might be a different power source that we need for this, and unfortunately it doesn't tell us right here. But I wanted to run through some of the food options we have that we can make now, which is pretty cool stuff. One of the examples is the surf and turf. We can make that just like so, a pumpkin, our fish or steak, and then the cutting board. So we can do it just like that, click it, and we have some nice surf and turf. Now, I don't need to eat this right now because I have plenty of sandwiches on me, which has been my go-to thus far. But the other thing I think that we can make, I think we can use eggs. We can use eggs to make a cake. Thought there were other... Oh, you need multiple ones. Okay. We'll need some more eggs to do that. And unfortunately, we don't have any chickens around here. But this little guy on an inventory has been giving us eggs. That's where we've been getting them from. And thus far, we've gotten 2. And I'm keeping these seeds on my inventory just in case we need them. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Got some good use out of seeing how we're setting up our storage for the time being. I think next episode we actually are going to upgrade our thermal expansion stuff. Or maybe look at a few more quests. Because... for thermal expansion, like I said, we have the steam dynamo right now, but realistically it'd probably be best to upgrade to something different that is more efficient and we can pump some more stuff into, or pump better fuel into rather than using coal, because coal just, it has its limitations. Now if we look at our quest book, there's other things that we can do. We can craft a ship. We can make more food items over this way. We can get into Tinkers. I know we set up our smelter and we have yet to actually get into it. Oh, what happened to our back? We might have lost our backpack too in the move. I don't remember having it. And then the other thing that we could also get into is this base defense, which was really cool looking. You can make a potato cannon, which is kind of interesting. It actually doesn't look like it's too hard to make, so maybe we'll actually try this next episode. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad to make. And then we could keep progressing down this way, and there's some really cool items we could make. A gun turret, which would be pretty cool. I don't know. Oh, you need electrical steel, which you can get from Ender.io. So it realistically probably is best to eventually get into Ender.io, which I don't know if it has its own quest progression. Anyway, I'm rambling on. We could also go this way too. Maybe we'll do more science, because I was saying we should upgrade. We could do bees as well, get into bees. That would be pretty interesting. Alright, I'm just going all over the place. Oh, an engineer's manual. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting. Industrial Forager's Manual. Okay, there's plenty of stuff for us to explore in the next episode, but I'm going to end it there before I just keep rambling on. So, thank you guys again for tuning into this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment or a like down below. I really would appreciate that. If you want to follow along with the series, if you want to follow along with the series, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. You guys know what it does, but other than that, thank you for sticking through till the end. I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks. Bye.